And I think we're live. So, welcome. Hi, happy Monday, everyone. Today we're going to tackle some game design. We're going to work on porting over the kill team Felgors Ravagers into Shadow War Armageddon and see how well Jeremy can figure this out. So let's go ahead and share our screen. We can start working on what we got here. All right, so we're going to come up with a leader, a troop, a new recruit, a specialist, and then 3 operatives. The operatives we might not finish tonight, but we might. We'll see. Depends. I don't think the operatives are going to be. Well, they could be. They could also be beastmen. So, I think we're going to go with this Ironhorn being our leader, the Felgor Ironhorn. So let's go ahead and type in here. I did some cleaning, but I didn't get enough space. Right here, name for our leader. It's going to be the Ironhorn. Okay. I think our regular troops are going to be these ones down here. These where are they at? The Felgor Warriors. All right, so we'll go Felgor Warrior. Our new recruits are going to be these ones up here that we looked at just a little bit ago. These Gorehorns. Okay, our specialist is going to be this Mangler. And at least one of our operatives will be the Felgor Shaman. All right. We'll decide about our other 2 special operatives here. Special operatives are not really a part of your team. They're only there for a single mission. You have to spend your Prometheum to recruit them into your warband. And they don't stick around. They don't level up. They don't have a whole lot of other things. All right. Obviously, we're not going to be able to use any points from here. We're not going to be able to use. I don't think we're going to use their movement stats. Their saves are. We can translate those saves. That's easy enough. All right. So maybe we should do that first. Let's go ahead and let's go ahead and do that. So we don't put saves here because it would be under equipment, which is going to be here. Equipment, and their equipment would be flak armor. Flak armor gives you a 5+ save. That is not how you spell flak. Alright, the other ones we're not going to have anything there yet. Come back across. So our Ironhorn is going to kind of be almost like the leader of the orc. So we're going to jump over here. We'll scroll up here. We'll look at some orc boys. And Boss Knob. Boss Knob is about 160 points. Okay. Being one of the cheaper leaders. 175 for a Adaptus Soriatus, which is Sister's Battle. Sister Superior, 150 for a Dark Elder Witch, 120 for a Gene Sealer Colt. Neophyte Leader, 140 for a Pathfinder Chassis. I'm thinking I'm probably gonna keep them. We're gonna go 160. I think. I mean, the stats right here are basically. You know what? We're gonna go 165, and I'll tell you why in a second. Oh, I know why. As you can see over here, the boss knob, he doesn't have any of these in because there's like 6 different factions of knobs in the book, and each of the different knob clans basically their their skills change. So I didn't put the skills here. So very much the Fellgors, they're going to be almost exactly like the uh, orcs. Makes sense, right? Except for we're going to change a few things. We're going to bump you up to 165 points. We're going to make you a 5-inch move. We're going to bring leave your weapon skill at 3. Your ballistic skill is going to stay at 2. Strength 4, toughness 4, wounds 2, initiative 3, attacks 3, leadership 7. Yeah, I'm cool with all that. I don't see any reason to change basically any of that. So the Felgor Warrior would be almost the same as an Orc Boy, right? 60 points. But there's going to be one difference. Ooh, I think. Oh, we'll figure that out here in a second. All right, so movement's going to go up to 5. 5 inches. No, not 4. 5 inches. Weapon skill 4. Ballistic skill. Oh, you know what? Maybe we bump these up by 10. Because I'm going to bump that ballistic skill up to 3. They need to be just as good at shooting as Imperial Guardsmen. There's no reason they wouldn't be. I'm going to bump you up to 70 points because of that. Strength 3, toughness 4. 1 wound. 2 initiative 2. Attacks 2. Leadership 7. Alright. And that was the warrior, huh? Um, so I played some Shadow War this past Sunday yesterday, and had a pretty good time. And pistols are really, really short ranged, and so when you're limited to basically pistols across your faction here, right? It's you're gonna be limited on how much damage you can do. So it's gonna be a big change up for them, right? They're gonna but the kill team boards are short, they're smaller. Shadow War Armageddon's played on a 4x4. A pistol range does increase up to 12 inches, but having 5-up armor with flak armor, you're gonna need to rely on stealth a lot, I think. Moving up and stealthy, which is something I forgot about in the rules, and I should have been doing a little bit more stealthy moving, because being shot at across the board by a heavy bolter is no fun. No fun at all. Heavy bolter like basically straight up ignores flak armor, so after if they roll the wound or hit, and they hit you, they basically, as long as they don't roll a 1 to wound you, they're gonna kill you. So Felgor Warrior, Felgor Gorn, Manglers are gonna be basically like Jews. Our orc new recruit is a youth. Go ahead and copy that. Bring it across to here. Paste. We're going to obviously change this up to 5. 3, 2, 3, 4, 1. All right, so we're going to change this up to 3 also. I mean, having a Blitzskull 3 with a pistol is not going to be a huge boost to the Fellgors. Yeah, we're going to bump that up to 40 points. I should have spent a little bit more time maybe breaking down where points go within this document, but I didn't see a reason to. I'm going to find some happy where I feel that they work. I'll play test it a few times, and if I have to adjust things, I will. So I will be picking up Felgors Death Kneels middle of July. I have to special order them. They're no longer available in store, and none of my local stores has a box of them. But I do want to get them. The whole plan is I'm going to have a bunch of factions all set it up, and we're going to run through a campaign within the Jericho Reach. Hopefully there'll be Sisters of Battle, Adaptus Arbites, maybe some Imperial Guardsmen, the Blood Pack, some Chaos, probably including both Khorne and Nurgle, Cultist, obviously, an Inquisitional Warband, and possibly, maybe see some aliens, like some orcs. But that won't be the focus of the campaign, probably. We'll see. We'll see how things go. All right, so then our specialist, the Felgor Mangler. A Felgor Mangler is not going to be like an Orc Spanner Boy. He's not a very good match, I don't think. So we come over here and let's look at our specialist down here. See what we got here. Then we did it Blood Braid. Oh, no, Neophyte Heavy. Actually, a Neophyte Heavy from the Gene Slayer Cult isn't a bad match. Actually, where's the Gene Slayer Cult? Acolyte Hybrid. A Metamorph. That's actually probably a really good match right there. Let's take that stat block. We'll throw that on our Mangalore. And then we have to figure out, alright, so his movement's 5, 4, 3, 4, 3, 1. Initiative, we'll bump him to initiative 3. 2 attacks, leadership 7. So he's not terribly different than the rest guys. It should be roughly, we'll put him at 80 points. How about that? No, let's do 90. 90 points for a specialist. What's up, Brewski? Make them gores. All right, and then our last one is Shaman. The only thing close to a Shaman, I believe, in Shadow War Armageddon is for the Gene Slayer Cult. They have a, well, maybe it says Tyranids with a Zoanthrope. It has psychic powers. I don't think any of the other Gene Slayer Cult stuff does. Let's see here. Gene Slayer Cult. Neophyte Leader. Nope, that wouldn't have it. Oh, you know who would have psychic powers? Where are they at? Grey Knight. Grey Knight Jessica would have psychic powers, huh? Damn, it's expensive. But he's gonna have other things. we don't have to worry about points because he's bought with Promethium. So Grey Knight's Paladin. If I a Purifier, Grey Knight Purifier. There we go. We'll just copy that. Those stats are probably decent enough. That's for our Shaman. Obviously, no points because he's Promethean based. We'll up this to 5 inches. We'll down this to 7. Actually, let's make their leader 8 and the rest of them 7. How's that sound? Is there anybody that's a leader? There are leaders that are 7, I think. Yeah, just the Orc Boy. But nobody has a leadership under 7 for a trooper of any type. So, oh wait, there is right there. There's a 5. Where was that? Right there. Oh, special operative. Oh, the Gretchen. Yeah, but they don't go running away because they got the runt her. 6 for the Tyranid Warriors. Ravener. Interesting. I did not realize they had such a low leadership. Alright, so we got our base. Our Buddy Sky is done, right? Leader, trooper, new recruit, our specialist. And then we got one of our special operatives. Special operatives are obviously bought with Promethium, like we talked about. I believe the second one of these is going to definitely going to be a chaos spawn. I don't know what the third thing is. And then you know what? There's actually a chaos spawn down here for the Space Marines. The Space Marines can also get a chaos spawn. So we can just literally just copy this straight across. Copy that. And they'll have the same exact access as everybody else. All right. But I think when we're going to come up with these skills, right? So leaders get 5 skills, I believe, that they can purchase. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. When they level up, they get a purchase from any of those 6 skills. Troopers have 3. Recruits have none. And specialists have 4. So 6, 3, 0, 4. This one is here because it's a Necron. And after 3 missions, a Necron warrior no longer becomes a new recruit. He becomes a trooper, and then at that point he can get shooting skills. So for every 3 games you participate in, you basically get promoted, almost kind of like type thing. Okay, so if we look at our Iron Horn, we go back up here and look at our Iron Horn. Our Iron Horn has it doesn't really. Oh, nope. I thought some of these cards were double-sided, and they on the back side of them would be the like some special rules. I thought I saw that earlier, but I'm not seeing that here. I think are these just 2 different shamans? Oh no, see it says right here, rules continued on the other side. Ah, it's only the ones that say that rules continued on the other side. Got it. It's only that one. Okay. Well, definitely a Beastman's going to have combat skills. He's going to have ferocity skills. I don't know if he's going to have gorilla or agility. He would have definitely muscle. Actually, I'd give him gorilla before I give him... You know what? We're just going to go straight like that. Boom, boom, boom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is it 5? I thought it was 6, but now that I'm counting that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's definitely 6. What one's missing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Guys, am I blind? Am I missing something? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 7 there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, he's only gonna have 1 blank spot. That's what's the difference. I don't know. What do you think, Brewski? Shooting or stealth? Should the leader be able to improve his shooting ability or increase his stealthy abilities? While I'm waiting on that, we'll go ahead and look at the troops. Troops only get 3. That warrior, it's obviously going to be combat and ferocity and muscle. And then the mangler is going to be combat and ferocity and gorilla and muscle. And nobody else gets anything. So, yeah, we're going to go ahead and give him shooting. You can get better in shooting, sir. All right. So that's that. They got all that. Got to do some equipment stuff. All right. So our leader is going to be armed. He's going to have flak armor. And then his weapon options right now is he's going to have a pistol. Nope, not going to have a pistol. My bad. He's going to have flak armor and a bludgeon. Flak armor and a bludgeon. Actually, they're all going to have flak armor and a bludgeon. Except for the specialist. And the shaman. So our specialist, the mangler, is going to have... He only has claws. Vicious claws. No, that... You know what? Let's cut you, put you down here, paste you there. I'm going to make the mangler another specialist. He seems to be just like a close combat beast. Let's look at what the Felgors Ravager model kit looks like. And maybe we can decipher who the Ravager is by looking at the model kit itself. That's your Ravager right there, that guy, our Mangler. These are the Ravagers. This guy right here in the middle, that's obviously our Ironhorn. I would say most of these other guys are just going to be warriors or Gorehorns, but you got a few other guys in here, right? This is your shaman right here for sure. Oh, look at this guy with the 3 arms. What is he? Maybe that guy becomes our specialist because he has a 3rd arm, which can give him that extra attack. Yeah, we'll have to figure out what that guy is. And this guy right here, is obviously your Mangler. The guy does no weapons. He does got grenades. Interesting enough. So, who is our guy with the third arm? Where are you in here? The Vandal's that guy with the double hammer. Or the big double-handed hammer. That's just going to be a upgrade for our warriors. They'll be able to purchase a like a mall or something. Goat herd. You know what? I think he's the Gorehorn. I think that guy's actually the Gorehorn, which is funny. Or it could be this guy, the Death Kneel. Let's look at that photo again real quick. No, that's the Death Kneel right there, that guy. So if you look at their face, you can kind of see the face. The faces match, like here to here. So you can see that that face with that arm is this face with that arm. So, yep. Oh no, it's this guy. The Fluxbray. Triple cleavers. That makes sense. So, there we go. Now we know. So, our specialist becomes a Fluxbray. Flux Bray. Fluxbray. And yeah, he has 2 attacks. Well, do we want to give him an additional attack? Let's bump him up to 3 attacks. He has 3 arms, makes sense. We'll also bump him up to 110 points because of that. All right. And then he is not going to have a bludgeon. He's going to have combat blades. We'll have him 3 combat blades. All right. Our shaman, right? That's what our next is. Oops. That's funny. I put it on the wrong guy. Cut. Come on. Go back up here. Give you a bludgeon. The shaman will have a bray staff. I don't think Chaos Spawn have a whole lot. We'll look at them in a bit. And the Mangler, we're just going to give the same stats who the Fluxbray had, except we're going to drop him back down to 2 attacks, and we're going to increase his speed to 6. Bam! He's going to be fast, and he'll get flak armor. And that's it. He doesn't have flak armor and vicious claws. And we want to be in Warhammer. We're going to open up a Shadow War Armageddon sheet. I should have done it earlier. Sorry, guys. Supplements. Shadow War Armageddon. We're going to open up the Chaos Space Marines. We're going to go ahead and scroll down here to... That's our main ones. And you got your... And then we got this, the equipment list. And then we got our special operatives. And here is the spawn. All right, and his war gear. Oh, there it is. Chaos Spawn has a mutated limbs and may also pick a mark of chaos. Chaos Spawns cause fear. Shapeless abomination. All right. Probably should. Let's go back up here and look at these other ones. What we should do, yeah, we should probably do it this way. War Gear, Champions of Chaos. So we're gonna rename this back to War Gear. All right. Champions of Chaos, War Gear, War Gear, War Gear. All right, so then special role. So like the Chaos Space Marine Aspiring Champion has this Champion of Chaos. If Aspiring Champion takes an enemy leader out of action hand-to-hand combat, you can make a roll on the advanced table and apply its effect immediately. We're going to go ahead and use something similar to that. We'll go down here to the kill team. We'll look at what they actually gave the kill team, his special, what his does. Call the attack. It's a strategic gamut in this game, kill team, right? Select one friendly Felgor Ravager operative visible to and within 6 inches of this operative. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, I like that. That'll get us into combat real fast. We'll call the attack. Yep, we're just gonna copy it basically. Call the attack. I think they could probably just copy paste this. Excuse me. Copy and paste. Select one friendly Felgor operative. All right, and then we're gonna Felgor. AVAG Ravager. We're gonna get rid of the word operative and put kill team member. Of this leader. Let's select it. Member. Remember, we can immediately perform a free run. That's gonna be really good to get us into close combat real fast, which is what these guys are gonna need since they're all armed with pistols and close combat weapons. This could be really nice. And they're only armed with pistols if you give them the pistols. All right. Oh, you know what we're gonna do? We're actually gonna cut this. I'm gonna move it over here because here we're gonna give them their what options they can have, right? Um, options. Oops, I'm up. I'm down one row. Options. I'll format this all differently when I kind of make the book when I make it to look more like the Kill Team book. Um, because right now it's obviously looking, it's just an Excel document. We're just trying to get the stuff looking correct. Which, if anybody thinks anything looks wrong in it, just let me know. But I think we're looking pretty good. Right? Then we're looking at this. Options. Our options are in addition, iron horn can be armed with items chosen from the Fellgor hand to hand weapons, pistols, ammunition, grenades, and miscellaneous equipment lists. Might as well just make that. All right, we could just copy and paste this all the way down. Paste, except for the options are going to change, right? Basically, the leader has access to basically everything. The Space Marine guy, the regular Space Marine, which is their troop, only has access to hand-to-hand pistols, basic weapons, ammunition. See the so hand-to-hand weapons, pistols, hand-to-hand weapons, pistols. Oops, how did I miss that comma there, guys? Come on. Come on. And our Mangler actually isn't going to have access to any of that. Grenades. Felgor. Grenades. Oh my gosh. Guys, look how terrible it spelled grenades. Ugh. Let's change that. Let's fix that. Grenades. Grenades. Paste. I was hoping Patty would be in here to just chit chat with me, but I guess he's busy still. Oh well. Hopefully he's doing good. It's nice when you have someone to talk to and bounce ideas off of. That definitely helps. It gives you like some creative juices flowing. And I don't think the shaman's gonna have access to the basic weapons. Felgor. And, oh my god, guys, I spelled pistols wrong too. P-I-S-T-O, pistols. My goodness gracious, how... And then paste. Alright, there we go. So that's that. We know our spawn is just going to basically copy straight across the exact same rules from the Chaos Warriors. I mean, not Chaos Warriors, Chaos Space Marine Kill Team. So we don't have to worry about anything there. So next we just have to kind of make... Oh. Do I want to give him the option to take a mark? Oh, that's gross. No wonder he was so hard to kill. My opponent played a Nurgle kill team. He had an Inspiring Champion. I want to say he had 3 Chaos Space Marines, possibly. And then he had 3 Cultists. If it sounds right. Well, actually, I think he had 2 Chaos Space Marines and a Chaos Gunner. One of his Space Marines was armed with a Plasma Pistol, and then his Chaos Gunner was armed with a Heavy Bolter. And oh my goodness gracious, it was brutal. Between the Plasma Pistol and the Heavy Bolter, my Inquisitorial Warband just started like dropping like flies. I also didn't buy any ranged weaponry for any of my initiates. Or my acolytes, yeah, my initiates didn't have anything. My acolytes did. So that was interesting. All right, we need to jump back to here, and we need to start making a list of weapons. All right, so we know we have a corrupted pistol. We're gonna have a plasma pistol. We're gonna have. We gotta give stats for the bludgeon. We gotta give the chainsword. We're gonna auto pistols. We're not gonna call it a corrupted chainsword. It's just a chainsword is a chainsword. We're gonna call it. We're gonna give a cleaver. Bionic fist. Which is, I'm gonna assume, very much a power fist. Skull cleaver. A cracked thorn whip. Vicious claws. Auto pistol. Tecker spray staff. We already have the cleaver. The man crusher. All right, I think that's that. I don't think. Let me look real quick. I don't think the combat blades are going to be listed under here, right? Are they? Oh, they are. Combat blade. I should probably open Imperial Guard because most of the weapons are going to be very similar to Imperial Guards, right? So let's go ahead and open. Oh, they're not here. Interesting idea. That's going to be a new one. Let's look at the Gene Stealer Colts. See what they look like for their ammo. Gene Stealer Colt is another faction that's like super stealthy. These guys are all designed to 100% be like a stealth unit. What do they got for ammunition? Hot shot, laser, power packs. I don't want to give the Beastmen access to the hot shot, laser, power packs. Also, they don't have any basic weapons. There's no basic weapons allowed. They only have pistols, and what do you call it? Heavy weapons, right? That's what we decided. I'm looking. I have a Beastman miniature somewhere over here. I just don't see him right now. He seems to be hidden very well. I also have one of these. These are the next guys we're gonna work on. Uh, these guys. Trying to make me big, guys. I don't know what's going on. Maybe I have to end my. Stop. All right, there you go. I stopped screen share. So these guys here, these are. Oh man, that light is terrible. Oh yeah, it's totally my. It's totally this light. What if I turn it off? Is it too dark? Oh. Um. This is the corn jackals. So I got a free corn jackal a while back from the Games Workshop store. I primed them up. I haven't done any painting on them yet, but I will soon. Anyways, these jackal guys, I'm gonna stat them up too. But I think I'm gonna add the new gore. I think they're called the Gore Chosen. Also into that warband, so they'll have some other options. Man, that light is just rough today. I don't. I mean, maybe when I stream, get like a lampshade to put over that thing. All right, we're going back into presentation, guys. All right. So we decided we didn't want to give them any hotshot power packs. What else do we got? Let's look at some of these other guys. What do I'm pretty sure the Inquisition also only gets hotshot power packs. And I think Sister Battle probably get something very similar. I think they get Inferno bolts or something like that. They get those. Oh, they don't even have ammunition. All right, so Sister Battle don't get any ammunition. Okay. And you can see some of these things will be the leader only, right? Sister Superior only, Sister Superior only. And so we'll annotate some of these things are going to be, leader only. See, they have special weapons. I wish that there was special weapons for these Felgors, like a flamer, like a hand flamer. That'd be cool, right? That'd be cool to have a hand flamer. Toxic rounds. Ew. Yeah, they don't. I don't need those toxic rounds. What else? Who else do we want to look at? We got those two. We've looked at Chaos Marines. I don't want to look at Dark Eldar or Eldar. They weren't gonna give us nothing. Grey Knights probably don't. Nope. 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 I think that just leaves the main rulebook for uh, Shadow War, which is going to be uh, oh, it's under. It's in here, right? I have the main book. I just gotta find it, guys. I thought I had the main book. Maybe I'm dumb. Maybe I don't. Or maybe I moved it and I'm forgetting. I swore I hadn't moved it though. Oh, no, that's Army of One. That's Lone Operatives. Wait, that's the English roster. That's the FAQ. That's a rule. Or not a rule, a mission. It's just a mission. I don't know why I can't find the main rulebook. It just seems to be misplaced. I was just looking at it like 2 days ago. Oh, I know why. I did move it. We need to look and see what page our Astra Military and Veterans Kill Team, page 74. 74, enter. Well, that's Space Marines. It's close enough. You can see Space Marine Scouts, they get Hellfire Bolts, Toxic Rounds, right? Astra Military and Veteran Kill Teams, they also get Hot Shot and Toxic Rounds. All right. So we can get rid of ammunition. We don't need ammunition on any of our guys here because there's not going to be any ammunition for pistols, it looks like. So they'll have grenades, though, and miscellaneous. The miscellaneous stuff is actually kind of interesting because there's like things that you can get. Does the oh yeah, you know what? I'll let the shaman have a pistol. So our really combat corrupted pistol, plasma pistol. Insert a row one above here. We'll cut that out. We'll place that there. We'll delete that row. And gosh, all right. So I'll insert one above this now. These are our pistols. These are our our close combat weapons. And so then we need grenades. So it should go, it's no, it's not really alphabetical. Grenades, miscellaneous, hand-to-hand, pistols, specials. Grenades, miscellaneous, hand-to-hand, pistols, basic, special. So I think they are all set up the same. Grenades, miscellaneous, hand-to-hand, pistol, basic, special, heavy. Alright, so then we need grenades. We need to add, I don't know, Insert 3 rows. We need frag, grenades, and crack grenades. Crack grenades. And we don't need to capitalize grenades. Alright. Why? G. Grenades. Let's see. Frag grenades and crack grenades. 25 points and 40 points for the sisters. How much are they for 25, 40? Alright, so they're always the same points, it looks like. So 25 points and 30 points. P-O. P-O-I-N. Alright. And then in the corrupted pistol, we need the we need where is it? This. Boop. Plasma pistol also. Boop. Alright. Oh, hand to hand's actually gonna be above. So we can cut these and paste here. Alright. So and then we're gonna bold grenades. And then we'll go miscellaneous. And for miscellaneous, we'll give them clip armor, our clip harness. Clip harnesses prevent you from being knocked off of buildings. If you're up top and you get like hit, you can fall. It really sucks. Carapace armor. We're going to put a star next to that because only the leader is going to be able to take that. Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that. Shield, weapon reload. So if you guys are seeing that weapon reload, when you're shooting, if you roll a 1, there's a chance that your weapon runs out of ammo. You have to roll a check for your weapon and see if your weapon has any ammo left. If you fail your ammo check, your weapon's empty. But if you have a weapon reload, I believe you get to re-roll your failed ammo check. Photovisor, I don't really need that. So I think the only other thing for miscellaneous we need is going to be a weapon reload. Insert. Miscellaneous is going to be bold. Clip harness is 10 points. And Carapace armor is... Oh, well, I guess I gotta go to a guy that has Carapace armor available. 20 points. Ouch, that's a lot of points for Carapace armor. Power armors, well, power armors, I think it's 50 points, so it's not terrible. And so we know star. I'll say Iron Horn only. Alright, these are hand to hand weapons. Alright. This probably should be alphabetical. Alright, so we need to move Bionic Fist up. Cut. Insert one and paste. Oops. Dang it. Cut. Paste. Cut. Paste. Cut. Paste. Alright. Alright. Bionic Fist, Bludgeon, Chainsword, Cleaver, Crack Whip. Oh, Ray Staff, BR. Alright, so cut these. Paste them there. Cut you. Move you there. Why is it? Cut. Paste. Cut. Paste. Cut. And then paste the last one there. They're all alphabetical now. I hopefully I didn't mess any of that up. Let's see here. Power Sword, Chain Sword, Assault Blade, Knife. Alright. So Assault Blade is going to be basically like a bludgeon, I believe. So 15 points. You can purchase a second one, I believe, of some of these, and that gives you an additional attack. So if you have two of the same weapon, I believe it gives you an additional attack in the game. I am, you know what I got to add in? Combat Blade. CO, insert one above. Combat Blade. And that's going to be 5 points. Chain Swords, 25 points. 25 points. And the Chain Sword is only available to the leader. Cleavers are only going to be available to the warriors and the one other guy. That dude that has 3, the Flux Bray. Crackthorn Whip, Man Crusher, Vicious Claws will only be available to the other guy. So 1, 2, 3, 4. They're not going to have points of guess because they're just armed. Right? Yeah. So we got to figure out some pointy things here. What do we got for hand-to-hand weapons? Combat Blade, Chain Sword, Scything Venom Talon, Power Maul, or Power Sword. Alright. Dang, that's 50 points. Do you think the Man Crushers? I don't think. Yeah, we'll call it a power. It's like a Power Maul. We'll go 50 points. 50 points. For that, we're going to go 25 points for that Crackthorn Whip. The Cleaver is going to be 25 points because it's going to be like a power sword. Hold on, how much is a power sword? I saw it. Oh, power swords are 50 points. Power Maul. Chain sword. The Cleaver can be like a chain sword, so it's going to be 25 points. 25. 25 points. The Brave Staff will also be 25 points. And the Bionic Fist will be 50 points. All right. I need to insert a couple rows. All right. We can copy this. Paste that. And this will be Warrior and Flux. Bray only. And then there's a 3. 1, 2, that's 4. All the Bray Staff will be 3. Actually, those aren't going to be any points either. It's special. Because it's on that one guy. I don't think I have to... Actually, I don't have to have those two on here, but I'm going to leave them here anyways. I'm actually going to cut it out. And we're going to move it down here. Paste. We're going to delete. We'll get both those hand-to-hand weapons. We'll delete this. Row. And then everything's got things. We have 1 and 2. Chainsword, Cleaver, Combat Blade. Anybody can take. Crackthorn Whip. Anybody can take. Man Crusher. Anybody can take. Bludgeon. Everybody basically already has. Actually, do I want to change that Bludgeon to Close Combat Weapon? You know what? I am. I'm going to do it. Combat Blade. I'm going to make him pay for the Bludgeon. It's going to happen. Copy. Bountifus. Alright. We're almost done for tonight, I believe, guys. I mean, we've made pretty good progress on this. Paste. Let's see here. We got all that. Warrior and Flux Bray only. And then, that's fine. Right, so we can delete. Oh, these are going to be pistols. Bold those. Copy that. Paste that. Corrupted pistols. Let's go with corrupted pistols. Basically, going to be a bolt pistol, 25 points. Plasma pistol is going to be 50 points. And an auto pistol is probably under. Nope. Bolt. Huh. Really? Is it? Oh, it's because it's over here. Auto pistol, 15 points. 15. 15 points. There we go. Basically, I just have to go through and work on all the little rules for all these weapons. That won't be too hard. Most of them have straight uh, profiles in Shadow War already. Obviously, I'll base it off most of the points. The Vicious Claw is the Brace Staff. I'll probably have to figure out those. The Crackthorn Whip is something I'll have to figure out. The Bludgeon I may have to figure out because and the rest of these, the Cleaver is just a chain sword. I'll probably give it a special rule. We'll see. Kind of like Chain Fist probably has a special rule here. Noisy. Right? Some of these things will be. Oh, look, there's already a Bludgeon. Under. Who is this under? Chaos Space Marine. Bludgeon. Uh, is it a. Oh, look at that. Bludgeon. 15 points. Oh, cool. Wow. I don't have to do special rules for those. They're already here. They exist. I think there is an axe. Let me look at those photos again. I think there should be a. It didn't have it in our list, but I thought I saw an axe when I was. Yeah, right there. There's an axe. Which guy is that? That he has two axes. Not only he doesn't even have one axe. He has two axes. Who are you, sir? And why do you have two axes that I didn't see? Well, I guess they could just be cleavers, right? We can consider the axe a cleaver. I think that is the warrior model from. Oh, that's the Gorehorn. They call it a skull cleaver. Well, let's add it to our list of weapons. We'll be under insert one row above. We call it a skull cleaver. Skull cleaver. We're going to call it 25 points. It's not a power weapon. And we'll look at some of these special rules like Head Taker and see how they fit in Shadow War. Like when I look at these weapons, like Stun on the Crackthorn Whip, right? And so that's that, guys. You know what? We're gonna do one more thing before we go. I think we got about 15 minutes. 8:30 was gonna be my dead time here tonight. Let's figure out our faction special stuff, right? So if you look at some of these other kill teams that I've pulled up here, right? The Chaos Space Marine specials, they can have a marks of chaos, right? Gene Stealer Colts, they have lane and weight. And there's only one. They all get one. Inquisitional kill teams. I hate this kill team. I love the fact that it's a kill team, but I hate that it's only an Ordo Xenos Inquisitor. I am gonna rework them to be. You can choose, much like Chaos marks. You get to choose which Inquisitor you have, an Ordo Xeno, an Ordo Malice, or an Ordo Hereticus, and then this rule will change. It will stay basically the same, right? And I don't guess you don't really need Malice because there's no demons in. We could add demons. Well, sure, yeah, we'll add demons. So we'll just give it all three. Makes sense. Sisters of Battles is Shield of Faith. They actually have two: Shield of Faith and Light of the Emperor. And then over here in the main rulebook, Astro Militarium, Voice of Command. All right, so they all have like this one at the start of their shooting phase. Astro Militarium can choose to direct the shooting of a nearby member of their kill team rather than shoot themselves. All right, so this is a special rule above and beyond what like our leader got, because we gave our leader that one special rule. Right, we gave him that call to attack special rule. But maybe we don't need to, because I'm looking at it. Nobody else besides Chaos really gets that kind of Brood Command. All right, it's something we'll have to think about. Champion of Chaos, they got it. I'd have to look through the others. There's about another dozen kill teams. I'm sure the Tau Empire doesn't get jack. Nobody likes the Tau. Oh, they do get something. I bet it's something to do with drones. Bonding Knife Ritual. Tyranids probably have something. I can't imagine they don't. Nope, they don't. Grey Knights, I can't imagine Grey Knights have not. They have the psychic one. They have they have that psychic ability one, which I need to copy paste that psychic ability thing. We'll have to figure out the psychic abilities for our shaman. Psychic abilities. We'll just copy paste that for now, and then we'll figure out how that's gonna work. That's something we'll have to figure out later as well. Bam, psychic abilities. We'll figure out what the psychic abilities are later. We got Eldar and Dark Eldar. I thought for some reason there was a Adeptus Mechanicus, but I can't seem to find a form for them, so maybe there wasn't, and I'm just misremembering. Nope, they didn't have any special rule, and nope, they didn't have a special rule. So it's like 50% of them do, 50% don't. So I guess the next group we do won't get a special rule for their leader. That means, right? So we need to go all the way back across here to get to our main rulebook for this. Because there was an army special rule down here. I saw it earlier. Frenzy. We probably don't want to call it Frenzy, because Frenzy is an actual special rule for the game itself. Oh, that's actually kind of cool. I like that. So, what this is, um, the way I see this kind of working, right? This faction rule, they call it frenzy here. I'm gonna have to figure out a different way to name it, right? We'll rename it, but it's going to work. Continues on the other side. What's that look like again? Oh, all right. Felgors Ravagers special rule. Felgors Ravagers special rules. Paste. Actually, I think it's supposed to be rule, not rules. Rule. Frenzy. And then we're going to rework this. Basically, it's going to be so when you get shot by an enemy, right? If they hit you and then they wound you, you then roll another dice to see what happens with your fighter. And on a 1, nothing happens. On a 2 through 5, your fighter becomes downed. And on a 6, your fighter is killed. A pinned fighter, right, has to spend the whole next turn doing nothing except for crawling. And then when he can, during the activation phase, he gets to stand up. He gets to ready. A downed fighter is basically the same thing, except for he has to roll a die again, and in that recovery phase, and on a 1 he becomes pinned. On a 2 to 4, nothing changes, and on a 6 he dies. He bleeds out from his injuries. I think what we're going to do here with this frenzy roll, we're going to rework this a little bit to where a pinned model just has to spend its action to become unpinned. And then we're going to work it to where a downed model will be become pinned on a 1 or 2 instead of just a 1 kind of thing. I think it's going to work. We'll spend some more time on that as well. I'll probably have these guys fully done, nice, neat, looking pretty, and available on the Patty's Parlor Discord if anybody's interested in looking at them or giving them a shot in Shadow War Armageddon. Play testing them for me. Hopefully by the 15th of July, because that's when my models will be in, and I'll be able to build them up and get a playtest game in. So myself. So thanks for joining me tonight, and I will see you guys all next Monday, where we're probably going to do the Adeptus Arbites. So the Arbites will be next. We're going to do a good guy faction. Y'all have a great night and take care. Talk to y'all soon.